So let's talk about that moment where you get dressed, look in the mirror, and something's just off. Not horrible, but not right. Maybe it feels cheap, rushed, like it's missing the plot. You're not the problem. You're just styling without structure. And that structure isn't a Pinterest board or 15 new pieces. It's clarity. And today, I want to show you how to get there. Hi, I'm Maria, your go-to muse for modern style and spending. We're going to get deep. 5 biggest reasons your outfit might be reading cheap, even if they're not. And how to fix that, whether you're just starting out or you're already in your refined wardrobe era. I'll be wearing pieces that I trust, including the tank that I designed for my own closet. But this video isn't about buying anything, it's about building your own visual language, one that feels like you. Mistake number 1, there's no shape in your story. Oversized top, baggy pants, maybe you throw on a tote bag, and now you're disappearing into your outfit. Sound familiar? At a basic level, pair loose with fitted. Structure always gives clarity. At an advanced level, think about the golden ratio. If you're an advanced dresser, of course. 1/3 to the top and 2/3 to the bottom, or reverse. That's why the slightly cropped tank works so well with these white pants. It creates that visual boundary. Visual balance really just means your outfit has the right weight in the right places, so your body looks proportionate and the clothes work with you and not against you. Think of it like decorating a room. You want things to feel even and intentional, not like you threw everything into one corner. Now let's talk visual boundaries. These are little moments in your outfit where your eye naturally stops or shifts, like a waistband, a blazer, or a crop top. These points give your outfit structure. It's like giving your look a beginning, middle, and an end. For example, high-waisted jeans with tucked-in tee shows your waist, which gives your body shape, literally. Or if you're wearing flowy trousers with a fitted top, just talked about that, right? That's telling your outfit, hey, let's not fight, let's work together and make something that looks good. And if we really want to break it down, style isn't about shape, it's about visual weight distribution. Maybe darker colors or structured fabric or clean lines. All of these give your outfit gravity. They give your outfit weight. They give your outfit a visual aesthetic, a visual language. They ground you visually, and especially when maybe everything else is flowy or movement, or there's movement in your outfit. Mistake number 2, your basics are distracting. Simple. Instead of anchoring basics that support your look, you're now sabotaging it. Most basics don't hold their shape. They're either too sheer or just look tired. If it's see-through, clingy, or stretched at the hem, it's quietly ruining your outfit. Look for weight in your basics. Matte finishes, clean stitching, double reinforcement. A structured drip makes even the simplest top feel intentional. Quality reads, okay? That's why this tank is something that I typically reach for daily. And our brain, with style and clothing, our brain registers fabric finish as value. A soft matte cotton reads more expensive than something that's a shiny jersey, for example, even if the price tag says otherwise. Elevation is psychological, and that's why clothing is, how we dress and how we present the world is probably the most important thing that we can do and have power to really present ourselves in. And mistake number 3, the fit is technically right, but functionally wrong. So some of your pieces fit, but they don't move with you. The neckline is shifting, the sleeves pull, the tank gaps at the brow level or the armhole, and there's functional misalignments. And you constantly have to adjust your tank all day. Something's not right, something doesn't fit. Those are part of what makes your look disheveled. Notice how clothing behave in motion. That's where true tailoring really shows up. So very fun, but have you ever bought something that just looked cute and then when it showed up, it literally felt like a napkin? Here's how to spot quality clothes even if you can't touch them. Zoom in on the fabric. Look for textures. If it looks super shiny or thin in the light, already it might feel cheap on you when you get it. Of course, read the fabric content. If it says 100% polyester, it's not a special design, it's not going to breathe well and it will not last long. Look for cotton, linen, wool, or blends with natural fibers. I talked about the splits, which I like myself, but obviously Peep the reviews. Some sites have it, some don't, but people will tell you, whether it's on social, TikTok, IG. Online shopping can be like being a detective, honestly, but you have to look close, read the clues, and don't be afraid to walk away if something feels off. Now, the tank I'm wearing, yes, it's designed, of course, with those clean lines that I talked about. So when you layer, it can be worn as something you can add a jacket with. There are clean lines, but also can be worn solo because it has that quality, it has that luxury. And luxury really is engineering, is quality, is pieces that last you for a long time. A well-cut piece supports your movement, maintains a structure even when it's in motion. That's what creates trust between you, to be honest, and your clothes. Mistake number 4, you're dressing in trends and not tension. Let me explain. The mix between maybe structure and fluidity, something flowy, something tight, classic and modern, minimal but unexpected. In fact, I call myself an elevated basics girly because that's my truth, to be real with you. Like, I love elevated basics. I feel like a good outfit has tension. You know, anything just with a little twist makes that tension, creates that look where everything else is maybe a trend and outfits could collapse at a second because you're overtrending it. It's because typically the trend has no center. It's this, that, colors mix, mash. But to fix it, let one piece be the moment. Anchor everything else around that piece. If you love trends, use them as an accent. You can have them. I'm not anti-trend, okay? But ground them with a timeless staple, like a quality tank top or a crisp denim, or maybe just a classic blazer. And if you're thinking maybe even bigger, tension creates interest. Okay, it's the unexpected contrast that says this person knows what they're doing. Like when you get dressed and people see, they're like, something here works. They know it's that tension. So start playing with that idea. One loud piece, one structured piece, one texture surprise. That's where fashion in general becomes personal to you. And then mistake number 5, you're styling without a system. The real reasons any outfit fall apart, in my opinion, my truth, okay? You don't have a system that supports your lifestyle, your proportions, your personal taste. Literally, you're reacting to every new video, a new haul, a new aesthetic, a new blog, a new post. But that's really why I created the style quiz. It helps you get your footing so your outfits don't feel random and they start feeling aligned. Once you know your core outfit formulas, you'll be able to build that smarter. You don't have to really think all the time because you know what works for you. This tank became part of my staple, but your staple may look different, and that's the point. The more you repeat what works for you, the more your clothes feel like you, literally. That's the foundation of wardrobe identity. That's the foundation of having style. And the first step is dressing like the person you're becoming. Also dressing like the person that at the core of who you are, like in your soul, is who you are. You're expressing all of yourself. Looking expensive isn't about labels, it's about harmony. Between your clothes, your proportion, your lifestyle, your mood, you know, even your inner clarity, your inner mindset, your outer presentation. It's everything, right? Like I said, clothing is so important. How we present ourselves is so important. It can really, honestly, make or break us sometimes. And I wanted to make you, not break you. So if you're tired of trying to copy someone else's style, start with the style quiz and dive into the Style Shift workbook. It's a visual styling system, one that I use behind the scenes. Okay, I use this for myself. Really, I literally am sharing everything that I've ever used, ever, or seen ever into one little worksheet and workbook for you. And it's what I have used to build my wardrobe. Except this time, it's built around you. Your wardrobe doesn't need to be perfect, but it does need to be intentional, because when it is, you stop dressing for trends. You start dressing like who you already are, who you want to become, and all of the potential that you really have within you, to be honest, and your style and your creativity and all that stuff. But until next time, bye, friend.